Let's begin reading today in our textbook, The Skills of Science. What are the skills of science? Please follow along on page 406 under My Planet Diary. Underwater Science. Imagine being an explorer who has truly gone where no one has gone before. Imagine seeing pale crabs as large as cats and tall spirals of bamboo coral that glow blue when touched. Imagine walking in the ocean nearly 380 meters below the surface, or swimming so close to a whale you can touch it. Well, none of this is imaginary for Dr. Sylvia Earle. Dr. Earle is a marine biologist, a scientist who studies ocean life. She has spent more than 7,000 hours underwater studying everything from algae to humpback whales. She is also an inventor who developed submersibles, a type of submarine, so she could study life in the ocean close up. Down below it says Dr. Sylvia Earle shows algae to an engineer in an underwater habitat. Moving on to the next page. What are the skills of science? Dr. Earle is a scientist or a person who practices science. Science is a way of learning about the natural world. Scientists gather information and explore the natural world using different science skills. The skills of science include observing, inferring, predicting, classifying, evaluating, making models, and conducting scientific investigations. Observing. Scientists are always observing things. Observing means using one or more of your senses to gather information. It's the most important science skill. Dr. Earle, for example, has spent many hours observing ocean plants and animals like those shown in Figure 1. Figure 1 is there at the bottom. By observing ocean life, she learned things such as which fish eat plants and which fish eat animals. Observations can be either quantitative or qualitative. A quantitative observation deals with numbers or amounts or quantities, thus the name quantitative. For example, when you measure your height or your weight, or notice that there are 8 cars parked on your street, you are making a quantitative observation. A qualitative observation deals with descriptions that cannot be expressed in numbers. Noticing that a bird is blue or that a watermelon tastes sweet are qualitative observations. Now looking below at Figure 1, observing ocean life. Look at the picture below. Write at least one quantitative observation and one qualitative observation about these aquatic organisms. So instead of writing, let's just think about one qualitative observation and one quantitative observation about that picture below.